Hello Internet, it's me, JD the Arbiter, back in the real world. I'm just gonna do some improv today. Little composing. I've never taken a music theory class, so the only knowledge of what I'm doing comes from what little I've gotten from my band instructor, and the rest is self-taught from learning piano, forming chords and things. Let's change the setting on my piano and turn up the volume so y'all in YouTube land can hear me. Alright. And at the end I think I'll go over what I'm doing in bits of the song. Alright, so that's just a little bit I've been working on. Obviously it's not finished yet, and you can notice that through the hesitation and things. I haven't been able to find anywhere outside of my school a really good place where I can, learn music theory and composition. And, I'd like to compose, I'd love to be able to. But there's no one to tell me how. I mean, there's AP Music Theory, but I don't really have time to take another class. I'm already full up on my schedule for next year, so there's no way I'll ever be able to take AP Music Theory. So I'm hoping to share some of my hard-earned wisdom with you guys, and some of the stuff that I've accumulated and remembered over the years. It has been years. I get to say that now. So let's take kind of a closer look here. Let me adjust my camera. I've never done this before. I have tried to get an overhead view, and it's just not gonna work. In order to get the overhead, I would have to put the piano in between my legs, and that's not only painful, it makes it very hard for me to play. Okay, so the first chord, it's a D minor. That's a D major. And the way you make a major chord is, of course, 1, 3, 5. And that's the D. 3 is F sharp. 5 is A. To make a minor chord, when you're building a chord on the piano, you move the third down a half step. But I noticed the other day something interesting about the D minor chord. Here we have the first and third, D and F. That's the third and fifth of the B flat major chord. So basically what you're hearing is minor chord resolving to a major chord. Just add on that. So I'm basically playing B flat major 7 but I'm alternating playing everything but the B flat and then the B flat. And then I just move up to a G minor, which is normally, so that one's G, B flat, and D. And G and B flat are the 3rd and 5th of the E flat major chord. So you're hearing the same thing. And it resolves up to this F. And it lands here, which is the 1 for the, it's the D, concert D here. So it's the 1 for my next chord. And I don't think you can hear, let me turn the camera so you guys can see the upper notes a little bit better. There you go. Anyway, when it moves up the octave, I just have it resolved to that F every single time. Now the reason I'm using D minor and G minor is that's a major 5th chord progression. So when you make the G major chord, it's 1, 3, 5, or I'll show it on the lower octave so it's better. G, B, D. So you're alternating from the 5th to, or you're alternating between 2 5ths, basically. You're playing the D, and then to give it a source of continuity, you're moving up to the G, and the G still has that D in it. So it doesn't feel out of place. Like if we tried to move, let's say, that's E minor. That feels weird. We'd have to play. And I don't like that. I think it sounds weird. Now another serendipitous thing about this D resolving to a B flat major 7 is, look at what note is in the G minor chord. It's our friend the B flat. So the bass hand also resolves up to the next chord. And I think that that resolution is what makes certain chord progressions very popular. E flat to C minor, A flat, B flat. That's used in all sorts of pop songs. The one I can think of off the top of my head is Baby. Baby, 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 oh, my baby, 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 whoa. I don't know the song, I just know a StarCraft parody of the song, which is why I took the time to learn those chords, because it took me like 2 seconds. It's also a valuable thing to know. That's the E flat. And what do you notice about, it's hard for you guys to see because of the angle, but from E flat to C minor is just one note change. You change that finger that's playing the B flat to a C. And we call that a relative minor. So this is the E flat major chord. Or E flat major scale, sorry. And the C minor chord is created by just playing that E flat chord, but starting on the C. And that's the natural minor. So you move from major relative minor to, I don't know what that is, but look, watch this. You're only changing one note at a time. I'll just show you the notes that change. E flat to C minor. You've changed from a B flat to an E, or B flat to a C. Moves to A flat. You just change this G down here to an A flat. And then B flat changes everything. But B flat is used in the E flat chord, which is why it starts off on basically a new progression, or what I'm going to call a new progression, but then it just resolves. To go from B flat to E flat, you just move everything up a whole step in the E flat major scale. So Baby is really in the key of E flat. It's just that you're playing different variations of the notes that are contained within E flat. Like A flat, that's all those notes are contained. Anyway, we're running a little long, so I'm gonna stop talking about chord progressions and chord theory and all that good stuff. And I'm never going to pretend like I know more than I do. I have a tendency to do that, and I gather that it's rather annoying. I am saying right as the heater kicks on. Why is the heater kicking on? I don't know. It's not like it's cold here. It might be due to my long sleeve shirt that I don't feel the cold, or something to do with the Russian vodka blood in me. Got off on kind of a tangent, but I do that, and that's why you guys watch me, I hope. Or why you tolerate me. Anyway, I'm never going to pretend like I know everything there is to know about this, because I don't. And part of what I'm doing with this is to just test myself and push myself to the next level so that I can better teach you guys and, share the fruits of my hard work. Because, I'm going through this alone, but you guys don't have to. Because you'll have me and hopefully other people. Like I said, I've never found a good, let me classify with good, YouTube series video online tutorial for how to compose. Just no one does it. So I'm going to teach you guys the chord theory. And then I'll hopefully try and do some more composition, and I'll get back to you guys. Until then, this is JD the Arbiter signing off. Thanks for watching, guys. Have a wonderful night.